Pete Nakos has an article out right now at on3.com. He put it out before the new year. Maybe you saw the On3 social graphic with the words tampering below Quinn Ewers. Sources tell On3 that Quinn Ewers is receiving $6 million offers to hit the transfer portal. Yes, folks, that is tampering. Now, the reason why this is getting a little bit more discussion is ESPN's Mel Kiper, NFL draft expert. He's suggesting that Quinn Ewers could maybe benefit from transferring somewhere as opposed to being a projected second or third round pick in the NFL draft. Now, if it is about purely money, does that make sense for Quinn Ewers? Because a third round pick per a Google search is in the neighborhood of $6 million. If he comes back, all signs would indicate he would have to go somewhere that's not Texas because the Arch Manning era is happening in Texas one way or another. Here's my opinion. The money is nice, dude. Like $6 million is awesome. $6 million to stay in college, like, yeah, there's probably something to that I would enjoy and probably have to take a pretty close look at. But I think if we're just looking at the money, I don't know that we're giving a complete view of this whole thing. And again, tampering is wrong. We don't condone tampering. But if it's purely about money, I don't think that's the discussion we should be having here. Maybe I should say it again. It should not purely be about money. For me, the thing that's most intriguing about Quinn Ewers in this whole discussion about hitting the portal because Arch Manning's definitely starting next year at Texas, whether he's there or not, the thing that's curious about him is like everybody in NFL draft circles seems to, by one way or another, be saying the same thing. Hey, he's not ready. He's not ready for the NFL just yet. Now, could he go to the NFL draft and get drafted? Sure, but he's not ready just yet. And honestly, I don't know that you really need to be an NFL scout to have that take on this situation. Like, I've seen Quinn Ewers look great at times, seen him look really lackluster against times. I've seen Quinn Ewers, quite honestly, if you're watching those Texas games, kind of be schemed around in spite of with Steve Sarkisian and that operation out there. So if it's about him being ready, then yeah, let's go somewhere else, Quinn Ewers. Let's transfer, let's develop, let's help ourselves. And let's say this too, even if he comes back next year, let's say he goes somewhere else and his draft stock just doesn't change. He's still a third-round pick, second-round pick, whatever label you want to put there. Is he not better for having come back for another season just because he came back for another season and played more college football? Like, scouts will shout that they love experience. They love seeing guys have starts and play college. Like, look right now, Jaden Daniels. I mean, what was he, 23, 24 years old? Bo Nix, I believe he had somewhere north of like 40 some odd starts, like had a bunch of starts. That helps these guys have success in the NFL. Even if Quinn Ewers doesn't have a better draft stock after next season, if he goes somewhere else, does he not help himself have a longer NFL career? Isn't that what it's all about in college? Helping yourself for your professional career, being ready for the next level, whatever it is? That to me makes a lot of sense. So the money is a nice cherry on top, but honestly, if I'm being told, hey, I need more time to go prep, to be ready for what my job eventually is supposed to be, I'll do that. I'll do that because it's much better to wait a year and then have a long NFL career than to jump in right now, flame out in 3 years because, man, I didn't want to have to transfer somewhere and start over. Now, again, I'm not saying there's any smoke to this, but as the conversation builds around Quinn Ewers and his draft stock and us still having no decision as of right now as to him declaring for the draft and it for sure being a thing where he's not going to be at Texas next year, whether he's in the draft or in the portal, this discussion I think becomes very, very intriguing. It's a brand new year here in 2025, and we're all about setting goals and also actually hitting those goals. That's why I want to talk to you today about our sponsor, Huel, spelled Huel, the global complete nutrition brand trusted by millions. Their Black Edition ready to drink is a complete meal in a bottle, high in protein, low in sugar, and packed with all the nutrients your body needs to perform at its best. And right now, new customers can try it for 15% off plus a free gift using our code on this show, code HARDCOUNT15. All right, so I know a lot of us got a lot going in the mornings. Maybe you can't make all the time to cook yourself some bacon and eggs. Huel got you covered. Again, got all the nutrients you need to keep you rolling throughout the day. Perfectly balanced meal designed by experts to provide all the nutrients that your body needs. So that's 15% off plus a free new gift for customers with the code HARDCOUNT15 at Huel.com. Start your year off strong, unlock a healthier, easier way to eat with Huel, nutritionally complete meals in minutes so you can focus on what really matters. Again, that's 15% off plus a gift for all new customers using code HARDCOUNT15. 15. Now, the pushback you get is, well, hey, man, if Quinn Ewers isn't ready now, when's he ever going to be ready? Like, JD, he hasn't started as many games as Bo Nix, but he's still started a lot of games, right? Quinn Ewers will be 22 years old in March. The male brain, the male body, both of those are not fully developed until the age of 25. Stop it. Don't try and tell me Quinn Ewers is a finished product at 21 years old. There's a lot of room for him to grow, for him to mature, both physically, you'd have to imagine mentally. Goes to another place next year and has success. What does that tell NFL draft scouts in general? It tells them, okay, he can go to a new place, new system, new surroundings, and be able to thrive. Kind of sounds like your rookie year, no? I think that would make a ton of sense for Quinn Ewers. So if it's me, I would love to see Quinn Ewers stay in college football. Selfishly, because I just want everyone to stay in college football as long as possible. And then honestly, just because of what we're saying right now with him not being ready. Get more time, get ready, and give yourself a chance to have the best NFL career possible. So then we get into the next part of this discussion, which is, well, where does he end up? Because again, the Arch Manning experience is starting next year in Austin, whether he's there for it or not. All right, he's getting the keys to the car. This is, full disclaimer, not me accusing anyone of tampering. Again, I do not know who made these offers. I do not know what went into all that. Not my bag. These are schools that purely would make fit, or would be a fit to me when it comes to Quinn Ewers. Miami, they've proven they're down to get in the portal quarterback sweepstakes. Went after John Mateer. They want a quarterback. Cam Ward helped his draft stock immensely. Now going to be a first-round pick in this upcoming draft. That blueprint might not be the worst thing in the world for Quinn Ewers. Oh, by the way, being Coral Gables for a year, probably worse places to hang out. We'll say that much. Notre Dame, there are reports out there they're not taking a portal quarterback. So this is not me going against the reports from a Steve Wiltfong, but I would say this. If Quinn Ewers were to jump in the transfer portal, you don't think that would maybe at least be a conversation for the folks in South Bend? You don't think maybe like a big name like that could change the mind? I don't know, but it would change my mind. I'll say that much. So if it's about being ready for Quinn Ewers, let's run it back, baby. Let's run it back. Let's grow as a quarterback, grow as a college football player, grow personally, and let's go have ourselves a tremendous last season of college football somewhere else in order to help ourselves have the best NFL career possible. So we'll keep a close eye on that, obviously, and excited to see if he declares, which, again, is what I probably should have led with is there's a lot of signs pointing to him declaring. But if they lose to Ohio State now, I'll say this. If they lose to Ohio State, I'll be very curious to see what happens.